fasten your seatbelt. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Chrissie is hilarious.
Chrissie, have you ever heard of the comedian Basha K. Ali?
No, that sounds like something you yell out before you blow up a plane.
30 seconds remaining.
But you know what, good to say I dabbled in stand-up for something. I haven't been disrespectful to you at all.
I was very confused by the title, Everything Everywhere All at Once, because that's also what we call it when Ash takes off his shirt. I shouldn't be up here. I should be in school on the other side of the ocean. Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to another episode of the Chrissie Mayr podcast. You can listen to this podcast everywhere. iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, Podbean, Rumble, Rockfin, Facebook, MySpace, Friendster. We're everywhere. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Before I bring in our fabulous guest, I have a comedy show to promote. Guys, if you're in the New York area, please come and see me. I'll be doing stand-up in a couple of weeks out here in Westchester, Mount Kisco to be exact. The show is called Kisco Comedy Night. You can get your tickets from my website, chrissiemayr.com, or you can go on Eventbrite and search in there. It's going to be an awesome show. Saturday, October 5th. Myself, my good friend Gino Bisconti, and Fred Rubino, all very funny guys. I too am a funny guy. So you can get your tickets now. Nice early 7 o'clock show, 11 Carpenter Avenue in Mount Kisco, New York, in Westchester, which is the best Chester, as we know. All right. Thanks. Thanks, guys. It's hard having an infant, so I have to do the local shows before the bean gets older. When he gets a job, then I can go on tour again. And as always, if you have a comedy club in your area that you want me to come to, that's nice and based and would have me, tweet at them, tweet at me, let me know, because I'm gonna get together a tour probably in a few months or so. Sweet. Okay. I give the bean up for adoption. No, that's not an option. Why go through all this trouble just to give him up for adoption? Okay, I'm so excited to have this guy on today. I'm so excited he's here because I don't have too many business owners, and in this age of like the DEI bullshit, it's good to have somebody who is based and who has their head on straight. I'm so excited he's here today. Welcome the CEO of Mule, Anthony Constantino.
Thank you. I don't think I've ever been so excited to be on a podcast since
Really?
No, because I'll tell you before this, I got a stand-up background. I love comedy. We try to inject it into everything we do at Mule. So I've been doing all these serious podcasts, and maybe this will be a serious one too. But
you've done stand-up?
Yeah, 3 times, 5 or 6 years. It's been a little while, so I'm a little rusty. But yeah, super excited to come on and have some fun today. It'll be a little more fun than the other ones I've done.
What possessed you to want to do stand-up?
Believe it or not, actually, I was one of the first people to get canceled, and I was one of the first people to get canceled in 2016. I got canceled before Trump even won. I got canceled for a $500 donation because I bought Trump Christmas ornaments.
No, how did you get canceled for buying Trump ornaments?
I found out about the donations. I bought the ornaments. It was recorded as a donation. Some low-level influencer found out about it before he even won, and they were like, the Sticker Mule guy likes Trump, and we got inundated with emails, and I got, it was actually sort of traumatic because I was just, it was 8 years ago, so the company wasn't as, strong as it is today. We're 1,200 people now, so it was a lot much smaller. I've been, working my ass off to build it to what it was, and I felt like I destroyed the company because I got just bombarded thousands of hate messages. Everybody was going nuts on Twitter, attacking me. Our customer service team was traumatized. Everybody at Sticker Mule was traumatized.
Oh my
God. I'd like to look for the good in everything. So it was weird. Like at the same time, I had a friend that had just gone through a personal situation. He wanted to do something fun with his life. And he was like, I want to be a comedian. I was like, yo, let's do it. I'll do it with you. And so, yeah, I got into comedy really to, I was, I want to level up my own skill set to like, deal with the haters. And so comedy is a great way to deal with the haters. And I like to learn from the best in whatever I do. And I was like, man, Trump is like one of the funniest people I've ever seen. So he does a really good job of handling his haters, and he handles them with comedy. And I just love comedy since I was a kid. And so I was like, yeah, I would love to get into comedy too. So I did a few performances. I did three like legit performances in front of, an audience. And then you do the open mics. I did a few more open mics.
Mm-hmm.
Less
oh,
legit.
wow. That's neat. Do you remember who the influencer was who tried to cancel you over buying the Trump ornaments?
I don't know. It don't even matter. But yeah, it went nuts. And yeah, it was crazy. I've been canceled probably 5 or 6 times since then. And yeah, now I'm coming. We just launched Sticker Mule stores. I got my own store, and I'm like, I was like, I need a brand for myself. I was like, I think it's gonna be like uncancelable, right? I'm just gonna have.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
So you were for Trump from day one, from the first escalator ride. You were for him.
It's crazy. No, that's why I like understand the hate situation so well and how ridiculous it is. Like, no, I didn't. Actually, I had a lifelong rule, like in business, that I don't work with people that name their things after themselves. So, yeah, like number one principle at Sticker Mule is humility. Like I was raised to be a humble person, and so we hire for humility. And Trump's kind of the opposite of that. But at the same time, I also respect all different types of people can be successful. So, maybe he is humble in a way as you get to know more for all he's done in life. He is sort of a humble guy because he'll associate with just about anyone. So, maybe I'm wrong to say he's not humble, but yeah, he was different to me. I didn't really know much about him. I wasn't a fan. I got into him because a left-leaning friend told me about him during the campaign, and he was like, "Who do you like?" I was like, "I don't know. I like Ben Carson." He said, you really should check out Trump. I said, Trump, like, because you just hear the media crap, right? And the media's like, that he's crazy, and so he's like, listen to one of his speeches, and so I listened to his speech, and right away I saw how the media was totally misrepresenting him because they were beating him up like crazy, calling him all sorts of names because of the wall. The wall was the big thing back then, but they never said that he said you got to have a big beautiful door. I don't know if you remember that.
We could have used the wall now. Yeah, the wall would have been good. I don't know if we'd be in this mess if the wall.
Yeah, I'm doing a mission on a statement later today in Spanish talking about. I live half my year in Mexico, so I got a front row seat to this. I really understand the situation too. But
you went to the wall. Did you do like an AOC photo shoot, like crying and everything?
About what I know about the wall, you only want to know. But yeah, he's people don't know that he said, and we need a door. People need to come in to the country legally, and I got lots of friends in Mexico. They can't come legally for vacation. There's legitimate people in Mexico that want to just come and go to Disney, and they get blocked.
Wow.
But anyone that wants to go, it's not illegal anymore because since I say the president changed, it's not illegal anymore. You just come and you say, I got a tough life in whatever country, because they're not all from Mexico. A lot of them come from South America, but you just say, I got a tough life, and they give you asylum. And so it's not even illegal.
Yeah. And a debit card and new clothes and hotel stay. Yeah, it sounds pretty nice.
Yeah. So I know a lot about that situation.
Yeah, I think who really knows, right? Trump's inner circle are the only people that really know him personally, but I think he does come off humble in the way, like he can speak to the common man really well. Like he's obviously a 1%er. He's worked in he's in Home Alone too, for Christ's sakes. It doesn't get any better than that. I think he is he's good at kind of like paring down his language as to not come off like he is a 1%er and like a business owner and as successful as he is. And I think he's more in touch, I think, with the average person than any other kind of politician that's reached his level. I mean, sure, there's been like governors, like Larry Sharpe is another example of someone who is an actual politician that's not arrogant, has really great ideas. Not usually it's like the worst kind of people are the ones that pursue politics and usually the presidency. But I don't know. I like Trump. I know he obviously has a big personality, but I think that comes in handy when dealing with big personalities on a world stage like Putin or whatever, the North Korea guy, Kim Jong-un, Kim Jong-il, whatever. I think that helps him to be taken more seriously. So, people don't think they can walk all over him.
Oh, yeah. his what he did with the North Korea situation was a master class in negotiations, and
He's the only one that's been there of of any president, I think, in decades.
Yeah, he does.
So.
There's one thing, and I negotiate all the time, and like one of the rules of negotiations is like a lesson for your listeners is like you want to give people two stark realities, right? And so if you remember the Kim Jong-un situation, he actually made a video. Did you see the video? He made a video for him. Did you see that?
No.
He made a whole video for him where he visualized the future of North Korea if they play nice, and it was like this could be North Korea in the future. Blah, blah, blah. We could have hotels on beaches. We could have all these great things. And he said, or I could drop a bomb on you and kill your whole country. And at the end of the video, it said, which future will Kim pick? He did this. Yeah, like I saw the videos. It's a master class in negotiations because that's what you do. I do it all the time. You tell people, look, you're going to be my friend and life's going to be great, or I can totally destroy you. And I don't know. This is what I do with vendors. Not
making it simple.
Yeah.
I said Jim Jong-un. That's good. That's good. I'm functioning. Yeah. This is what happens. I had to switch to decaf because the baby. I didn't want to jack the baby up with caffeinated breast milk, and now I'm not barely functioning. What's up, Ryan Kennel? Ryan Kennel's in the chat. I've been using Sticker Mule even before I knew this dude was based.
Thank
Ryan's
you.
the best. So you did stand up a few times. An influencer tried to cancel you for buying Trump ornaments. Were you CEO at that time?
It's been like, I started the company. So
okay.
I started the company. I did every job at the company. I did all the customer service. I did everything. If you read our emails, they're funny at times. I write all the funny emails are written by me. That's
good. It's good to have a sense of humor. It always comes in handy. My goodness, that's just so wild because it's good to speak to like a business owner because DEI has been such a huge part of it seems being a business owner or at least working for a business for the last, I think 10 years or so, but it's really ramped up in the Biden administration. Like what's your process like for, I guess, I mean, it's probably easy enough to hire employees that are also based that you jive with during an interview, but I guess what is it like? I guess sort of the other aspects of business. Do you find like you come up a lot of roadblocks because, you're kind of like an out Trump supporter? Like what kind of backlash?
Well, the backlash I got when I came out and said I support Trump was like unbelievable, right? I got, I sent a statement just after he, was almost killed. I mean, people, it's insane. The people out there that say, oh, it was no big deal or it was fake, it didn't happen, or it just hit his ear. I mean, if a bullet hit anyone's ear, look, if a shooter was in the vicinity of any one of these people criticizing the situation or downplaying the situation, if a shooter was near any of them, they'd be traumatized for years, right?
Yeah, watch a bullet hit your ear and see how you'll act for the rest of your life.
They'd be traumatized, and then they try to downplay the most recent one because the guy, didn't get a shot off, he was taken out. But look, if a shooter was hiding in the bushes for anyone in the world, they'd be traumatized. I'd probably be, I don't know, I'm pretty tough. I'd probably be traumatized. Although, there's some people that can handle situations like that. Trump, there are some people that can handle situations like that. I'm also, I do a lot of weird things in my spare time. I'm a pro boxer. And I talked to my coach about this. He disarmed people. He got shot on the street once trying to disarm person. There are people that can handle gunfire and not turn into, whatever. But most of the Trump haters, I think, they'd be traumatized if they went through anything like what he went through.
Oh, of course, people even said with the most recent assassination attempt, like, don't worry, no ears were harmed. Everybody go about your business. And it's like, if the tables were turned, if people were shooting at Harris or Biden, the whole friggin' world would shut down. So it's
if a bullet takes your ear off, you're like, whatever millimeters away from being dead. So, whatever. Yeah, if people are downplaying that, it's nuts. But we got hit with hate all over the place. But it's been an interesting situation. Like I said, luckily I got canceled in 2016, so I know what it's all about. It's like mostly all talk, very little action. So it's funny, the people that come at me, I've been retweeting them. We've been we retweet them, and now we got people on our site. So 6 or 7 people will criticize them for saying nasty things to me, and then they go private on their accounts. So all these people that are like, huge haters that bash Trump, Trump's got incoming, fire from all different directions, the media, the political staff, everyone's hitting them. every way to Sunday, and he's still standing. Gun, lawfare, insults, hoaxes, everything, gunfire. And then the people that hate him the most, you republish the things they say, and 6 people on the internet criticize them and they go private. So it's really a weird situation. I call these people hate afflicted. It's not everybody on that other side. It's not really, what is there? There's 300 million Americans. I think there's 10 million people that are severely hate afflicted, but there's 8 billion people in the world. I travel all over the world. I live in Mexico. My company's in 39 countries. I tell people, Trump's the most liked person in the world. He's probably the most loved person in the world. He's got fans all over the place, specifically in the Latino community. I speak Spanish more than I speak English because I spend a lot of time in Mexico, and I don't speak English at all when I'm in Mexico. He's got support in the Latino community that's through the roof. Just in South America alone, he's probably got 500 million people that love him. So
why do Hispanics love Trump so much?
Because all the instability in their countries that they've gone through in South America, and they've dealt with the government corruption unlike anything. They know government corruption better than anyone. South America knows government corruption better than anyone. The people there know government corruption better than anyone, and they understand what it is. It's a corrupt government attacking a guy that's coming in from the outside trying to fix the system. It would happen to anybody that's going to come in and try and fix the corrupt system. People don't understand how big the government is, right? How many millions of people work in the government, and they all know about the corruption. They all know, they all know that they're in there. Some of them are going to work doing nothing all day. I talked to a guy that worked in the state of New York, and he said people come in and they just stare at their computers all day, or they play on their iPhones. They don't do anything. So all these people know they're getting paid, and they're coming in, they're playing video games on their iPhones, or they're doing absolutely nothing all day, and they see a new guy get in, and they all panic. And it's not just them, and it makes sense. You got to protect your family. So they go into panic mode. They worry about their jobs. They worry about their careers. They rightfully worry about their families because a guy's in there that's trying to fix things and make it better for the country. And look, if you got people going to work and playing around on their iPhones all day, sadly, they need to get fired. They need to get removed because that's not good for the country. And they need to go find jobs elsewhere where they can be productive and they can be happier. So, yeah, Latinos know government corruption better than anyone. South America has been devastated by government corruption, and they know what's happening here. They all see it. It's a corrupt government rebelling against a guy that wants to come in and make things better for everybody.
Yeah. Tell me about how you started the company. Did you work for somebody else first, or
Crazy story. I like moving. I just like stories. I've been a storyteller really since I was a little kid. I've always been a good storyteller, and I guess one of my friends one day said, "I figure out." He knows I know why you make good stories. You just make them happen. He said, "I know you have so many good stories. You make them happen." So this story, I owe to my friend to an extent, but my friend is, I had a friend of mine that got through his whole career without ever using a computer. He was 70 years old, never used a computer. He finally got a computer for the first time just before Christmas 2010, and he came to me to ask for help with the computer. And I started BSing about starting an internet company at the time. And there was the internet was hot and everybody wanted to have an internet company. So I started BSing. He said, "What the hell do people even do on the internet, Anthony?" And I opened up the computer. I showed him a company called Cafe Press, which is still around. And he said, "That's great. Thank you. I'm going, and he closed the computer and he went home." I thought nothing was going to come of it. And he came and saw me the next morning, 9 a.m. And he said, "Anthony, I went home last night and I drank a bottle of vodka and thought about our conversation, decided we got to start an internet company together." And to his credit, I said, "Maybe in 3 or 4 months, we're down the road, And he said, "No, you showed me the internet last night. You're already 5 years too late. We got to start right now. I'll support you, but you got to decide today. Do you want to do it? Yes or no?" And I said, "All right, we'll do it." And he said, "It'd be good to get some other support." He said, "Ask your brother if he'd be interested too." So I asked my brother. My brother said, "Yeah, I'd be interested in working on this project." So we started an internet company. We didn't even know what it was going to be called. We didn't know what we were going to sell. It was just an internet company. And so he said, "Well, step one is, he had a whole notepad of things we need to do. Step one is get incorporated." So we went to see a lawyer, and we went to see the lawyer, and he said, "Dick, me and Anthony are here. We need your help to start an internet company." The lawyer was in his 80s at the time. And he said, "The internet." Yeah.
The only guy older than him.
Exactly. He said, "The internet, my grandkids say it's phenomenal. I'd love to help you guys." So
I thought you were going to say he went home, drank a bottle of vodka, and discovered porn. I really thought he was going to be like, he found porn. Now he loves the internet.
Exactly.
But no.
Actually, I did a stand-up on this whole thing with the drinking and the guy. My first stand-up act, I talked about this. And yeah.
That's awesome.
No, it's crazy.
Okay, so you get with the 80-year-old lawyer.
The 80-year-old lawyer, and he goes, "I'd love to help you guys. We get incorporated. What's next step? You need programmers." So at the time, the internet was, the internet was really became hot in 2000, but it was kind of going through they called it Web 2.0 in 2010. So we found this agency they were building a platform that was going to compete with Shopify. It ended up getting acquired by First Data, but the world was different back then. They had a phone number on their website. So I called this company that was sort of an internet e-commerce startup. And I said, hey, we want your help to build an internet company. And the guy goes, well, what would you like to sell? And I said, we haven't decided yet. And he goes, well, what's your budget? And my co-founder interjected, and you could tell he's older. And he said, we've never done anything on the internet before. We were hoping you could advise us as to cost expectations. And so, an older way of speaking. So right away, the guy's like, what the hell is like, he goes, listen, I got to be honest with you. The internet's hot right now. I'm getting calls from all sorts of weirdos. You guys sound like a bunch of weirdos. I don't think I can work with you. And my co-founder shot me a look, and he said, go ahead. And I said, well, we can spend $100,000. And the guy responded, and he said, okay, I'm free next week. Can you come to DC? So we went to DC and we talked to him, and we said, look, we had a rough idea for what we wanted to do, but we didn't. He goes, listen, I'm gonna be honest. I thought you guys were a bunch of weirdos. I still think you're a bunch of weirdos, but I like you. I want to get started on this right away. Can you please decide what you want to do? And so we went back. We started, I like comedy. I thought animal plus business was funny. I don't know. So I come up with a name that I thought was comical, and Sticker Mule sort of funny. And so, that ended up being the name. We decided to sell stickers. I didn't know how to design a website. I didn't know how to do anything. So I called a kid that I knew who's now our chief marketing officer. And miraculously, he ended up being one of the best designers on the internet. I said, hey, me and my friend Tom, we're starting an internet company. We'd like your help designing it. And he said, I never designed a website before. I always wanted to. I'd love to help you out. I said, I said, well, that'd be great. I said, we can't pay you, but if it goes well, we'll take care of you down the road. So he designed the website. It looks like it, just like it looks today. And we launched 3 months later, and it's been a fun ride ever since. We're 1,200 people now, 39 countries. And
wow.
I call us the internet's most kick-ass brand because no one else is willing to call themselves that. Everyone else would be scared to say it.
Yeah, it's like New York's best pizza or the best cup of coffee. You just have to decide.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you guys do what is you do custom stickers?
Well, we do a number of products now. So stickers, it's funny, in fact, like when all the hate came at me, people were like, what can a sticker company, why does a sticker company think they should be getting involved in politics? And I went on the internet, I just said, actually, we're a hot sauce company, because we actually, we launched the hot sauce. It won an award, best hot sauce, best everyday hot sauce, against 270 other hot sauces in a blind taste test. And so we launched a hot sauce. It's called Mule sauce, as a joke 5 years ago. So we launched the hot sauce as a joke. I said, it's only a funny joke if it's actually the best hot sauce. So we actually got a hot sauce called Mule sauce, which is really hot. People love it. We just let people start white labeling it, so you can put your own label on it. The sales are through the roof for that. But
where is it on your website? Is it
go to products and then more bang, and then scroll down and Mule sauce, and now it's white labeled. You can white label it. We got temporary tattoos, framed, whatever. But white label Mule sauce is hot. Mule sauce is hot. We do over 1 million bottles a year. Since we did white label, it blew up like 10x overnight. We're letting anyone put their label on it. I just made some for a guy named Mike Tyson. I just made some for another guy named Don Jr. Ricky Berwick. Wow. Sauce.
Okay, that's awesome. See, I have my own hot sauce. This is from Silk City Hot Sauce, and it's called Nightmare.
That's you.
Yep, and that's me. It's me eating somebody's intestines, dressed in like a devil costume.
We're gonna need to get you some of our hot sauce, but
it's called The Great Awakening.
We launched it as a joke because it's funny. Like, why are you guys selling hot sauce? Why is my sticker company selling hot sauce? But it's not a funny joke if the hot sauce tastes like crap. If it tastes good, it's kind of funny.
That's awesome. We got a really Drunk 3PO. Thanks for the super chat, Drunk 3PO. I love Sticker Mule. Can I get I know Chrissy discount? Great company.
I'm gonna get in trouble on this one. We don't have discount codes. We never did discount codes.
I like that. I like that. I love that about you. No, it's like no one gets an easy pass here. Oh, Fealty has a great question. Does Anthony worry about server hosting for his company with the age of cancel culture? Companies like AWS can throttle or take companies out on a whim.
You know, we got a good team that like manages stuff, and we're looking at, you know, we got redundancy and stuff like that. I don't know. It's a good question. Hopefully they don't come at us yet. You know, we'll see what happens. Although they just banned us from Reddit. That was wild. They banned us
from Reddit.
I did this whole thing. Yeah, they banned us from Reddit. There's a rule on some of the subreddits now. You can't be Sticker Mule. That's an official rule. You can't be Sticker Mule, but you can be not Sticker Mule and say as much nasty stuff as you want about us. So yeah, if you go in Reddit, there's Reddits now that have banned us. People say I said Reddit banned us. Well, because you can't get I guess you could get a Reddit global ban, but we got multiple subreddit bans. We're banned from the largest Reddit sticker community, even though we're pretty much the founder of that community. And the founder of Reddit, Alexis Ohanian, was a friend of ours, and he launched the official Reddit sticker store with us 12 years ago. So we were the original Reddit sticker store, launched with the founder of Reddit. He was a friend of ours, and I actually closed it down. I didn't want to deal with it anymore because it was a headache to manage. But now we got our own. We didn't have the stores platform we have now, so we just launched a stores platform where anyone can open a store, and we're powering over 10,000 stores, including one for Don Jr.
So what actually got you canceled off Reddit?
For being Sticker Mule and supporting Trump. Yeah.
That's it. Wow.
I wrote an email saying, if you saw the original email, I just said people, you asked me, do we only have base people? To be honest, I don't talk politics with my team. I survive on the basis of loyalty. I'm a very loyal person. And so I think we got a mixture of people. We got people on both sides. I know for sure, for a fact, people on my management team are on both sides. But I'm loyal to people. They're loyal to me. And like I said, people that are like really in the anti-Trump world, they don't realize they think it's like every Democrat it hates Trump supporters. That's not true. That's not true.
Okay.
In fact, even people say we're big with artists, and they say you just lost the entire artist community. And I said, who are you to say you speak for an entire community? So yeah. The reality is like I'm a loyal person. I got people on both sides at Sticker Mule. That was my original message. And people like me. They like working here. And why can't it be that way throughout the whole country? Why do we got to be at our throats? I know why it is. It's because, government propaganda, media, there's an incestuous relationship between the media and government. And government's millions of people. A new guy came in. All those millions of people panicked. Their family members panicked. Their extended family panicked. Their incestuous friends in the media panicked. And they created a mass hysteria with anti-Trump propaganda. But that hysteria poisoned the minds of maybe 10 million people. I think, luckily, even within the Democrat Party, there's people, there's a lot of people whose minds weren't poisoned, which is why you see record numbers of Democrats switching their vote to Trump, because it's really not everyone. It's maybe 10 million people I call them hate afflicted or hate poisoned, but you're seeing record numbers of Democrats switching their vote to Trump. You're like Bill Ackman, big time Democrat investor. He's on Team Trump. Elon Musk, big time Democrat, Team Trump. Mark Zuckerberg, one of the biggest Trump haters in the country, spent $400 million to beat up Trump in the last election. He seems to be on Team Trump now. He's saying great things about Trump. RFK, Democrat, Team Trump. You can go on and on. Snoop Dogg.
Tulsi.
Right? Snoop had the gun in the video with Trump, and now he's on Team Trump. So Team Trump is team unity. The people that are on the anti-Trump side, they should realize it's not the entire Democratic Party even. It's just them. It's 10 million so people that are severely hate afflicted, hate poisoned by media propaganda, government propaganda. And even within their own party, most people don't agree with them. If the entire Democrat Party hated Trump supporters, I wouldn't be in business. People say, you must have lost half your customers. I didn't lose half my customers. It didn't happen. I lost a very small number of people that are severely hate afflicted. And I'm trying to help those people see reality and come back and come to the table and be friends with their neighbors and their family members again. There's people that end family relationships. They stop talking to their neighbor. They stop talking to their friends. That's not happening on the other side. I don't see it. Do you see it? I don't see people on the other side.
No. And it's important to remember, it really is, 10 million does sound like a lot, but it is a small minority, especially the vocal folks you see online.
Yep.
Like, that's just a very small group of annoying people. Most people, they're either kind of like politically ambiguous, or they're for Trump. I feel like.
Yeah, maybe it's less. Maybe it's maybe it's a million. I don't know. It's weird. Like if you I wear Trump shirts now. I've been making some Trump shirts and different ones, and people are like, how are you going to wear that shirt? People are going to beat you up. They're going to, you know what I mean? You're going to get jumped. You're going to have this happen. You wear a Trump, and I'm in New York, which is
me too. Yeah.
state. People are supposed to not like Trump. All people want to do is shake my hand and take my picture, and they don't know I'm the Sticker Mill CEO. They just see a guy in a Trump shirt, and people come on. Can I get a picture with you? Can I shake your hand? I love the shirt. Where did you get that shirt? Everybody seems to love Trump, but somehow, I don't know. They're
people are afraid to. Like, I go out with my mother-in-law all the time. She's always wearing either a Trump shirt or a Trump hat, and she gets comments everywhere she goes. She gets compliments like every time we are out together, and it's just amazing how many people are still just so afraid to wear anything Trump. But they'll always come up to her, and she just doesn't give a fuck. That's why I love her.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for the raid, Nerdrotic. Appreciate you guys. Everyone came in from a Nerdrotic show. Okay. Douglas Dauntless wants to know who is his biggest customer base?
Really everybody. We got millions of customers. We got millions of customers because really anybody, people like stickers must be for corporations. Well, you can print stickers of your girlfriend's face. You can print stickers right? Maybe I'll print stickers of Chris, right? You can print stickers of your cat. You can print stickers of your dog. You can do your business logo. You can do a artwork piece that you drew, whatever you want. You could print stickers of anything. So really, it's everybody. We know our brand speaks to everybody. That's why I spoke up. I got a brand that has millions and millions of customers. And I think people that can speak to everyone like myself need to speak up and admit they like Trump. There's lots of closet Trump supporters that are influential people. Never mind just CEOs. People are always like, oh, I don't know CEOs. I don't care about the business world that much. But never mind just CEOs. Anyone that can speak to both sides needs to speak up and at least admit you like the guy. All I did was admit I like him, and people tried to destroy my company and destroy my reputation, but luckily I already been canceled before, and I didn't really care. I found it entertaining. But yeah, I would say hopefully other people saw what I did, see that my company's doing good. I'm doing good. And if you like Trump and you got an influential, you're an influential person, you can speak, particularly if you can speak to both sides. People that can only speak to the right, it's like the right already gets
You're preaching to the choir. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I speak to everybody. Sticker Mills for everybody. My company employs everybody. We're not a politically oriented organization in terms of hiring. I don't do the hiring. It's distributed to a team. Every department does its own hiring. So, yeah. What? I got a rule for hiring, and I think that is what saved us more than anything is we look for values in people, and the number one value we look for is humility. So we do hiring committees, 3 or 4 people committees, and the committee always looks to see if the person's got a big ego or, you can have an ego, but are you a humble person? If you're humble, that means you're open to alternate perspectives. As soon as you hire for humility, you're automatically getting people that are going to be at least open to the idea that you might like Trump. So we don't have the hostility and Sticker Mule that other companies like Google, Facebook, these companies are filled with massive ego people that they think they know everything, and Trump's, they're so smart. Trump's bad, know everything.
Where are you guys based?
We're in upstate New York. We're in upstate New York.
Sweet. I'm in Westchester. I should do a factory visit.
Yeah, come hang out. Ricky Berwick came and hang out.
How did you meet Ricky Berwick? How did this friendship start?
I never had a PR person, and a friend of mine reached out, and he was like, dude, he was at Forbes. He was like, yo, I want to help you with PR, because I had done no PR. We were never, and he was like, I said, well, I don't want it part-time. You got to come join full-time. And he was like, okay. I convinced him to do it. And then I said, okay, if you're going to work here, the number one thing I want is Ricky Berwick. I want to work with Ricky Berwick. I don't know if he even knew who Ricky Berwick was himself. And I told some other people, I was like, I want Ricky. And they're like, who is Ricky Berwick? And then every single person I told this to, because a lot of people are like, who is Ricky Berwick? They would start asking their family members. And then everyone's like, oh, you don't know Ricky Berwick? Apparently everybody, there's some people that don't know him, but everybody knows somebody that knows him. In fact, a really well-known person recently happens to, anyways, I don't know what I guess you should say or don't not say, but
say whatever you want.
Well, it was
the N-word.
Picture on Instagram recently of me with the president's son and his wife, and I think they even might like Ricky Berwick. So a lot of people know Ricky and find him funny, and I was like, I want Ricky. So he went out and he got Ricky Berwick. He got me on the phone with him right away, and I think we liked each other right away. And then I think 3 or 4 days later, after I had that phone call, the shot was fired, and I did my message saying to stop the hate directed at Trump, and for people to stop all this craziness. And so, yeah, Ricky started a relation with me having no idea I was going to do this Trump thing. And then he did a funny spoof making fun of it. And then we pretended he fired me for supporting Trump, which was, really just mocking the whole thing. We got in the tabloids for it, and we had a lot of fun. And I could get myself in trouble for saying more things. Ricky's apolitical. He doesn't comment. He's from Canada, right? So he did a funny spoof saying, on the whole thing. He called me sticker fool and all that, but he's from Canada. So yeah, he stays out of it. Although if you look at videos, he's sort of a based guy too. He's funny as all hell. He's pretty based himself. So
I bet he's a low-key Trump supporter. I can't imagine.
I'm not going to comment because he'll kick my ass if I say something. He already beat me up at least twice in 2 of our videos, so I don't want to get beat up a third time. I'm not going to comment on that. It's for him to come out and say what he wants. It's for him to come out and say what he wants to say. But yeah, he's definitely. I don't even know what the word based means. I don't know if I'm based particularly. I just don't like. I don't know.
I would say you're based. Yeah.
Ricky did a video. Said, I'm not going to say that either. But Ricky did a video and he said because I got in trouble because it said the R word. It starts with an R and ends with a D. So these passes.
Retarded.
Yeah, that one. You're not supposed to say that one.
I can say it because my great uncle. I'm retarded on my mom's side. I had a great uncle that was retarded.
Wow. So yeah, it's like I said that we sold those passes and I got canceled locally, not nationally, but like the local paper. It was actually really fun. So the local papers and the news channels, they went nuts. I don't know what the heck, because they don't like Trump. Really, that's all it was about. They were mad at me for the Trump thing. They couldn't hit me on the Trump thing because I was very nice. And so then they're like, oh, not only is he like Trump, he also makes fun of people with mental disabilities or something.
But you're friends with them, so that should.
No, it's ridiculous. So I did 2 TV interviews, and I answered the questions so well they wouldn't air them. I answered the question. I was like, this is ridiculous. Yeah, I did 2 TV interviews, and they said, how could you do this? And I said something along. I said, Ricky Berwick's a disabled comedian. That's an inspiration to disabled people all over the world and anyone facing adversity. And why would I not want to support him and build his name up and help him inspire more people? And they liked the answer so much that they looked at me like they wouldn't even air the interview. I was like, this is ridiculous. The media's, I don't want to see the media's disgusting. It's ridiculous.
This is your post. Our last CEO F things up. I'm fixing them. Introducing white label hot sauce. Go fucking buy it now. Ricky Berwick, CEO, sticker mill. PS. 20 people who repost this will win $500. Follow us so we can DM you. Oh gosh. All right.
And then there's another one. There's our factory. It's my team. It's a section of my team. Some of them are shy. Some of them aren't. The guy on the left's my best friend. Well, the 2 guys in the end.
Hey, Rick. Sticker Mule just fired their CEO for supporting Trump.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and they voted you in as the new CEO.
Wow, really?
You're in charge now. What do you want to do first?
Name the f***ing hot sauce after me!
Customize your Mule sauce. Get the same amazing flavor of Mule sauce customized to your brand. Select quantity, upload your design, and check out. Within a few hours, you'll get an online proof showing how your bottles will look. With easy ordering, fast turnaround, and the most kick-ass flavor, Sticker Mule is the internet's favorite.
It's a commercial.
I got yelled at on the right by that one for.
Why?
Because I got fired. I didn't get yelled at. Actually, my company got yelled at. They were yelling at. People were mad. How could you fire the guy? Whatever. The unfortunate thing is I wrote the script, so I wrote that commercial, and then I wrote it, and I'm like, people are gonna get mad at me for this, but it was funny.
This is great. Here's another video of Ricky holding as the new CEO.
I wrote this one too.
This is hilarious.
Ricky writes a lot of them. Like, to be honest, I wrote that one. I wrote this one, but Ricky wrote a lot of them. All right, Ricky, we let you come back. I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea. We even let you bring your little friend too. What's your next big idea to make Sticker Mule grow?
Well, I was thinking. So. Yeah. What do you think, Matt?
Next one.
Yeah. Well, I think.
So, What do you think?
I don't think that's gonna work. You got any other ideas?
Put Reese's in every order.
Reese's?
Work on it, right?
Now you're reminding me.
Go.
Come on, put him in, right there. Just put each in every single one of these boxes.
Great
okay,
idea.
hurry up. It's the last load of the day. We gotta ship these out right now. We gotta go. Hurry up, mush.
All right, Ricky. You
That's
gotta watch
pretty good.
one, but
Okay, now we're gonna watch. Now we have to watch the third one.
the HR one's good. The one that got me in trouble is another one. I don't know if somebody wants to find it in the chat, but there was another one that got me in trouble.
HR department.
I wrote this one.
Look at this nice lady.
So, you're the HR boss, huh?
I am.
Got a question.
Okay.
How many retarded people work here?
I'm not sure how to answer that.
Well, you better hire more immediately. Don't you people care about diversity? I want at least 10 retards in every department. Look, Facebook is a retarded person in charge of the whole company, and they're making more money than us. We need more retards. Figure it out. That guy.
Playing Angry Birds.
He's so cute.
Yeah, I wrote that one. The last.
You're very proud of yourself. That's cute. Yeah. Okay. Oops. One more.
The very last one's the one that got me in trouble. I got in the news. We got in the news for this one.
Is this the one that says making retard passes?
Yeah, that one that got me in trouble.
Well, of course we have to play it. Let's see.
It was the number one news story in the Albany area.
It says, reminder, every time we post this August, we give away $500 to one person who reposts or replies. That includes this post. Also, don't be a retard. Go follow Ricky Berwick and tag your friends so they can join the fun too.
Ricky, what are you doing?
Making retard passes.
Dude, I just made you a new CEO. You're supposed to do important shit.
Like what?
Come up with some way to make Sticker Mule grow.
Retard passes. Retard passes will help make Sticker Mule grow. We're going to make shirts. We're going to make hats. We're going to make stickers. Get back to work.
Dude, that's retarded. Why'd I even make you CEO?
You can't say that.
Yes, I can. You gave me the pass.
God damn it.
That one got me in trouble.
Because I have permission to say retard. Yeah, well, just say that you have a retarded uncle.
Exactly.
Like I do. I mean, I actually did have one, but
yeah. So
how many retards do you have working at Sticker Mule?
At least one.
That's more than most companies.
Right. According to a large group of people, I'm the main one.
Okay, we have some good questions here. What are Anthony's thoughts on business in the U.S. outside of cancel culture? Are regulations a thing that pushes him out of the U.S.? What are the business struggles in the U.S.?
It's a good question. I think like as long as everyone's playing within the same set of rules, I'll live with any situation, any regulatory structure. That's just the way it is. Although I think like regulations are a problem. Elon says the same thing as me. He says like we're creating new rules all the time, but we're never removing them. So it's like every year we're like more regulations, and it's some of them are good, but some of them got to be removed. So life is just getting endlessly more complicated. There's more regulations all the time. There's a whole, the government creates regulations. Why isn't there an organization in charge of removing them? So Trump was the only one in there removing them. We got to remove some, but I'm fine with anything as long as there's a level playing field. What was a big issue was during COVID, when you had not a level playing field. So I actually got shut down during COVID. New York shut me down. My competitors got to stay open. That's not fair. That was not a fair situation. And that was New York's loss because we ended up, I got shut down for a month. I had no choice but to go open a second operation in South Carolina. I moved very quickly. So if you get a sense for how quickly I moved, we got shut down. I complained for 2 or 3 days about the situation. And then I said, I'm not going to just complain. I started making phone calls and I was like, where can we go? And I ended up figuring out a way to get a operation started in South Carolina. So we got about 100 employees now in South Carolina that would have been in New York. And we're opening a 100,000 square foot facility in South Carolina. So New York made a big mistake with what they did during COVID, shutting things down. I'm fine if there was one rule for the whole country, but it was a ridiculous situation where we got shut down for a month and our competitors got to stay open. That was a terrible thing. And so,
New York handled it really poorly.
That was New York's loss.
Okay, Douglas Dauntless says, why do I know this company? I don't buy stickers. They have strong brand recognition.
Oh, probably because we're entertaining.
It's probably because Ricky Berwick.
Yeah, it could be that. Probably Ricky. Well, Ricky's new, but yeah.
Fieldy asks, as an international business owner, I wonder if Anthony sees any benefits to crypto, especially cross-border payments like XRP for his business. Is Swift a nightmare?
I'm a late adopter. I'm like a late adopter on all tech, so that's why I didn't even use social. So I don't know a lot about crypto, although we are looking at doing crypto at checkout. But yeah, I'm late on everything. I was late to the internet, right? My co-founder said I'm 5 years too late already, so I was late.
But it's hot right now.
Late to social. I'm late to crypto, but we're hopefully gonna have crypto at checkout relatively. I don't know. I shouldn't say relatively, but it's a priority.
We're working on it. Okay, that's good to know. Trump did a 2-hour crypto interview a few days ago. Will Anthony be looking to add crypto? Oh, you already answered this. Add crypto to payments, especially international cross-border payments like XRP instead of Swift. They're on it, Fealty. Oh, thank you, Fletcher Boy, for the super chat. Thank you for the yellow boy. Chrissy, Anthony Team Harris would like you to have complimentary beepers to follow our campaign. Oh, Chrissy, Anthony, Team Harris would like you to have complimentary beepers to follow. Sure, give me a beeper. I never had one back in the beeper heyday. What was it, the 90s, the early aughts?
Yeah.
Free cell phone.
Pager, is that what they're talking about?
Yes, so I'm behind though. I didn't really understand that reference. I guess their beepers are in the news again. Look, I'm in a mom bubble. I'm missing a lot of things.
Right.
So don't feel bad about not being up on everything. Wow, I love this. Okay, so you're very inspiring. Like, you just don't give a fuck and you're a good person.
I guess that's another reason I'm out and put myself out there and doing more interviews like this. Is I always ran the company. It's my personality. I still managed to build a 1,200 person company, and so hopefully people see this and learn from the situation. Realize you don't got to be boring to be successful. So many people take business so seriously, and it does. Being more serious doesn't make you more money. It probably makes you less. You got to make good decisions, and you got to treat people right. But yeah, you don't have to be boring.
How do you go about hiring people? How do you find employees?
We're remote. So we do, aside from like for the manufacturing is all obviously here, but we're remote. So we use the remote job boards and people come to us, it helps once you get a little bit of a brand name. People come to you, they want to work for you. And so, yeah, just different job boards, stuff like that. Nothing too interesting. I mean, I had to build a team from scratch, but that was interesting. I had to build a team from scratch. And so I was under the impression, you got to hire serious people at one point to run your company. So I got a really serious, this is a funny, actually, I had a really serious CTO, and I had a guy in charge of marketing, all these serious people, and they were driving me nuts. And because they wanted me to work so much. In fact, I had a conversation with one of them. I said, I'm working my ass off. I need to relax. And he said, well, you're in charge of the company. You're getting all these financial benefits. That's just what's expected of you. And so I got frustrated, and it was 6 years ago. I fired half my executive team in one day, and put people I trusted in charge. And so it's been smooth sailing ever since.
Oh wow!
Just before I got on this call, I don't know if I should tell this story. Just before I got on this,
tell it.
Right, I was talking to a guy. I don't believe in consultants, but I hired a guy years ago to be a management consultant, really like a leadership consultant, because my time's limited. And I had a guy that was sort of problematic. He was in the tech world, and he had an attitude. And I hired this management consultant just to work for him. And it was a guy who was in charge of the National Guard, a general, U.S. military general, really impressive guy. He thinks a lot like me. So I was like, he's kind of a proxy for me. And so I hired him specifically to work with this one individual. But he said, well, it's not good to zero out one person. So say you're hiring me to work with your whole team. So I hired him, and he was going to work with the whole team. And the one person that wanted to help was in the meeting. He walked out the meeting, and he said, I don't respect the U.S. military. And I called the guy that I hired, and I said, this guy, don't worry about helping him. I'm going to fire him. And the guy was a military general. He said, no, I can help anyone. Give me a shot at him. I said, no, I'm going to fire. So I hung up the call, called the guy, said, you're out, you're fired. And I had actually paid the guy a massive bonus to come work for us, huge bonus, because I had snagged him from another company. I paid him a massive bonus. I don't even know if I should say how much. It was one of and I fired him. And I was actually just on the phone just before this talking to the military guy about, he was like, you got so many great stories. He's like, I'll never forget when you hired me to help this guy, and you wrote a big check to me to help this guy, and then he made one comment, and you're like, I'm not dealing with that. You're fired. So
that's awesome.
Trump's sort of the same way. Trump, that's why I see a lot of good in Trump with the firing, right? They're like, oh, the White House was in chaos when Trump was there because he was firing. People on the outside looking in that aren't in the business world, there's a lot of snakes out there. There's a lot of disloyal people. And so, particularly in the political world, it's even worse. So just in my world, once you get successful, there's a lot of disloyal people. People are always trying to take advantage of you. Loyalty is better than anything else for me. You got to be talented, but loyalty matters a lot. And the political world's full of disloyal people, full of snakes. So it made total sense to me that Trump had the situation he had in the White House where he was constantly firing people. It takes a while to figure out who's good and bad when you enter a new organization. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see that again. I fire a lot of people. Now I got stability. My senior team's been with me. It's been the same team for the last 6 or so years. But yeah, I had the same situation where I had people like the guy I'm talking about saying, huge ego, difficult to deal with. I tried my best to help him. I cut a huge check to a consultant to try to help him. And they went, oh, I don't trust, respect the U.S. military. Well, what the hell kind of comment is that?
Wow. I feel like the sticker world and the political world are more similar than we want to admit. Yeah. Sean, did New York audit Sticker Mule? Louis Rossman closed his repair shop in New York City and moved because New York audited him and sued him. What?
It's a great question. Ever since all the political craziness happened with, they put Trump's CFO in prison. I saw this coming with the weaponization of the justice system. Once Trump got in, I saw it coming. So as soon as they started going after him and hitting him so hard, I said, look, I'm a pretty successful guy. I have a privately owned business. I'm on a short list of targets. So I pay a lot of money to a firm to audit me. So yeah, unfortunately, I have to spend a ton of money on, I pay somebody to audit me, third party audit me, and make sure we do everything correctly. I probably pay way more in taxes than I should. I always err on the side of paying more in taxes. Because if I ever get caught, if anything ever happens, they're gonna go nuts and say, oh, this guy was $50. He missed paying a $50 tax bill. He's a rich guy that's trying to take advantage of government. So I spend $300,000 or $400,000 a year to get third party audited.
Wow.
Sure everything I do is on the up and up because I don't trust New York to not be nasty with me.
Wow. Damn, good for you. From Douglas, every polling place that hands out I voted stickers, he needs to get that contract. Wow, that's a good idea.
I don't know if that's coming to me because this probably goes to somebody that's not a fan of the other team. But I don't know who has that contract. But yeah, that'd be fun. But I don't know if they'll give me that one, right? That seems like the people that do that.
You should make stickers that just say I voted and then parentheses like for Trump. Like, but make it look exactly like the default I voted sticker.
Yeah.
Wow.
We did the RFK stuff. We did stuff for RFK. I haven't had too many political customers. I don't know how you get political customers, to be honest, but we did the RFK stuff. Oh, by the way, while everyone's on here, go to Stickerpac, stickerpac.com. I actually forgot. We just launched a PAC yesterday, Political Action Committee, where we are giving away sticker packs, pro-Trump sticker packs, to help spread positivity about Trump and help people respectfully. SPAC.com.
Whoops.
Like PAC. So
like PAC.
People, in a fun way, respectfully admit that they support Trump. We just spun this up yesterday. We just launched it yesterday. We haven't announced it yet. It's being announced here first on your show.
Oh my God, an exclusive. An exclusive on Chrissie. Look at these stickers. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna sign up for this right now. Awesome.
Right now. We're looking
to give away free.
Yep, we're looking to give away 500 packs to help people. We're trying to help, stop the anti-Trump hate. We want to help people express their support for Trump in a fun way, in a respectful way. I think the PAC does that, and we're looking to give away 500,000 packs. And I know it was a pain in the ass to put this together because I had to deal with lawyers to set up the PAC and all that. I just wanted to do something fun, but yeah.
Wow. Stickermule.com, or you go to stickerpac.com.
Just go to stickerpac.com. And it'll redirect you to the page. You just enter your address. You gotta verify your phone number and stuff like that, so we don't get hacked. Because otherwise, we need to get phone number verification, email verification, because otherwise, we get some person that hates Trump is going to go on Reddit and tell them bombard the thing, and we're going to give away 500,000 packs to fake addresses. So
yeah,
we
do
got
that with comedy show tickets too.
Right. So yeah, phone verification, email verification, but we're looking to give away 500,000 packs to sticker packs to help say good things about Trump. Look, awesome people love Trump. I like that one. That's my favorite one.
I love this. And what did you do for RFK?
He had a store with us. We launched a storage platform in beta a few months ago. We got 10,000 stores. Now we're still in beta. He was one of our first 1,000 stores, I think. So he had a store on Sticker Mule. If you go to, I don't know what the URL is, but probably.
Yeah, we should do like they're eating the dog sticker.
Right?
They're eating the dogs. They're eating.
I think he won on that line. You know, everyone was like beating up. The only thing people remember is that no one remembers what Joe Biden said during that debate. All they remember is the dogs. Right? The dogs and the cat. I got an inside take on this issue too, which I probably shouldn't say. And I keep saying,
tell me.
I lived in Dominican Republic, and I didn't realize Dominican Republic and that other country are in the same island. Did you know that?
I did know that. Apparently, Haiti is cursed, and like Haiti and the DR are the same island. But
yeah, I didn't know they were the same island.
Shithole, and the DR is beautiful, and everyone goes there for vacation.
Yeah, I lived in Dominican Republic, and Dominican Republic is beautiful. The people are very kind. I didn't stay in I lived there, so I wasn't in a hotel. Most people go and they stay in hotels, but I actually lived there. And the only issue in Dominican Republic, and look, there's great people in Haiti too. I love the Fujis. In fact, Wyclef, he tried to go back to Haiti and fix the situation, and they wouldn't let him. So,
wow, because the Clintons are in control, I guess.
Yeah, like Wyclef tried to go back to Haiti and fix the situation there, and they wouldn't even let him because Haiti's got a big corruption problem too. But yeah, that culture is it's known for being a very aggressive, violent culture. I saw it firsthand when I was in DR. It's very, that's if you're in DR, your number one safety concern is people from the other bordering country messing with you. And DR does everything they can to maintain their border strong. But people get in the DR. Dominican people are nice as nice as can be. And yeah, the people that get in from the other country, they're violent, they're aggressive. I got into situations multiple times, but you gotta, that's the main rule when you're in DR is stay away because you get into issues. It's a very violent, very aggressive culture. So yeah, I think Trump made a winning point with that. Whether it's, whether there's really a ton of people eating dogs and cats, I don't know. But the issue is we're letting violent people into our country. We're letting a ton of people from it's a very violent country. It's one of the most violent countries in the world, and the bordering country, which is, Dominican Republic, they got a strong border. They try to keep their border as strong as can be for a reason. But I was in DR, just to give you a sense of how friendly the people are. I went to a small fishing village, and I got there. I was with some American friends, and I got there, and there was kids in the village. And as soon as I pulled in, the kids mobbed the car. And they go, "You want help parking?" All in Spanish. I speak Spanish. "You want help parking?" And I said, "Yeah, come on in." Come in the car. The kid hopped in the car, and my friends went, look, I'm not gonna. Whatever. American people, they get worried. And my friends were like, "How are you gonna? We got a random kid in the car." I said, "What do you think he's gonna do? He weighs about 60 pounds." And the kid goes, "Well, I'll help you park the car, whatever." And then my one friend really liked fishing, so I said to the kid, "Hey, we want to go fishing. Can you help us?" And he brought us to a fishing spot. He introduced us to another one of his friends that fished. And then he said, we're not catching anything because we need live bait. So I hopped in the car with the kids again, all these like Dominican kids. I left my friends on the beach, and I was driving all around this small town, and they were hopping out of the car asking all the adults for live bait so we could go fishing. We eventually got live bait. I was on the beach with 20 Dominican kids fishing, and we ended up catching fish, and we all took pictures together. And
that's so cute.
A ton of fun. And it was
small town values. What did you catch?
I don't even remember. But the funnier part, I don't even remember. But I gave the kid that got me the bait, I gave him $20 for getting me the bait to say thank you. I said, don't tell anyone, don't tell anyone I gave you the $20. And or him and his two friends. And as soon as we got back to the beach with the other kids, they just immediately, I got $20. I got $20. Luckily I had $20 for everybody. So I ended up having
oh my God, you're so sweet.
But it was the Dominican people are as nice can be. I never felt at risk in Dominican Republic with Dominican people, but the neighboring country is very violent. So even Wyclef tried to go fix the situation. And look, even one of the Fujis has got into big trouble. The other Fuji, Praz, he got into big trouble recently. So yeah, that's a country with a lot of problems. And whether you want to call it whatever Trump called it, I mean, it's a country with a lot of problems.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Wow, so interesting. That's such a cute story. I'm just imagining like you covered in Dominican kids.
Oh yeah, I
handing
got
out $20 bills.
It was funny. Yeah, it was funny. I got pictures.
That's so cute. Well, gosh, if someone's like, I feel like I want to go work for Sticker Mule. Do you guys
Right.
take?
We are trying to. I've been wanting to hire a comedian forever, so I want somebody to help me do comedic stuff, comedic writing, comedic email. I try to put comedy in our emails. It's hard. So
Okay, so you need a comedy writer to write scripts and maybe do more sketches.
yeah,
That sounds
right now I got
fun.
Ricky. Ricky helps me.
Ricky's the best. Oh my
Yeah.
God. It's hard to top Ricky. What are your biggest selling items?
The stickers, but the big thing we got is the store. So our stores platform, I think, is going to revolutionize the internet, right? Like, because I like solving big problems. So people are like, why did you do the Trump thing? I think Trump hate is a big problem. I think government corruption is a big problem. We got to get Trump in again so he can fix the government. There's nothing more important than that short term, right? We got to fix government corruption. We got to fix Trump hate. The only way to fix the Trump hate is for him to get in and do a good job. So all the haters lose their, they can see firsthand that they were misguided. So yeah, that's a big problem. But the other big problem is helping people make money. So we're launching a stores platform, and our total focus at Sticker Mule now is helping people make money through our stores platform. So we already got 10,000 stores. We got 20 or 30 developers working on our stores platform, and our big push is the stores platform. So we're less focused on products right now, more focused on helping people make money. And since it's fully integrated, so anything we make, you can sell any of our products. We have great margins. We're going to be really generous with people. I don't have investors, so I can be as generous as I want. Nobody can tell me what to do or not do. So we're going to try to be very generous. And we also do all the fulfillment, all the customer service. So if you're an influencer like yourself, or popular person like yourself, famous person like yourself, whatever, comedian, Berwick, whatever, you can spin up a store and make additional, monetize or
cool.
Yeah, so it's really for everyone's already 10,000 stores. RFK created one. Don Jr.'s got one. I'm really trying hard to get another guy named Mike Tyson to open one. We're talking to them.
The Mike Tyson or a Mike Tyson?
All right, it'd be funny if I just kept telling everybody, yeah, I got a guy named Mike Tyson, and just like some guy that lives down the street from me.
It's just some guy.
It's just a guy named Mike Tyson, right? It's not even spelled the same.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson's grew up in this area. His original coach is from Amsterdam, New York. He still lives here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and
Oh,
so
that's neat.
he coached me too. So yeah, we got some connections there. We're talking to his team.
I love that. I love that you guys are into expanding the business, and you seem super open-minded and just great people. Do you think Trump's gonna win?
I think so. It wouldn't make somebody said to me they're nervous about it. The big issue is the mail-in ballots, because I tell people mail-in ballots allow for unlimited voter intimidation, and the harvesting is a form of intimidation. People, activists, go around just rounding up votes from people that they don't even know who they're voting for. So, or they get bullied. They don't want to vote for Biden, but they get forced into voting for Biden. They don't want to, but they whatever. I keep saying Biden. I don't like saying
the fortifying. Mm-hmm.
I don't like saying the other one because I don't think she deserves any name recognition, because what happens really inappropriate. But anyways, yeah, people get bullied into voting a certain way. They don't even know what they're doing. They probably want to vote for Trump. So the big issue is the mail-ins, because those aren't real votes. Whatever. Those are bullied votes. They're intimidated votes. And that's the real risk. But if you talk to people, it doesn't make sense that a person with very little name recognition could win. It should be a blowout for Trump.
The U.S. Postal Service has come out in favor of Kamala. Nothing to worry about there. Oh, great.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense that a person that nobody really knows this other person. Everybody knows Trump. Everybody, the love for the guy's through the roof right now. You got a situation where, look, all of a sudden, Elton John is saying great things about Trump. Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, and these aren't hardcore conservatives that are in the conservative world. These are just people that have great reputations that are sticking their neck out and saying that they like Trump. So you can't have a situation where all of these really interesting people are on Team Trump, and the person running against Trump, who's the most loved person in the entire world, the most whatever person in the entire world, he loses to a person that nobody even knows who they are. I mean, it doesn't make sense. So the big risk is the mail-in votes. If it goes the other way, it's totally mail-in.
Yeah, this is Sean saying, I received way more than one mail-in ballot for Trump versus Biden. They kept mailing me ballots to a P.O. box. Yeah, and they can take advantage of that.
The mail-ins are the big issue. So yeah, if he ends up losing, you're not supposed to say it, but there was whatever you call it. It was a unfair situation with the mail-ins.
Mortifying.
We'll see what happens, but I think hopefully it's a blowout. I'd like to see a blowout. I tell people this. I only bet on a few things in life. I bet on. People like, you invest in stocks, you do this. I don't really do shit. I invested in Apple, Google, Facebook. No, not Facebook. Sorry, Apple, Google, Yahoo, and Tesla. Those are my only investments in my life, and I won on every one except for Yahoo. And then I invested in Sticker Mule, and I won on that one. And then I invested in Trump winning in 2016. I placed a $5,000 bet on Trump winning, and I got paid 10-1 on that. I didn't bet 2020 because the world it didn't seem like a good situation. And I would bet on him winning this. I think even with the mail-ins, I think it's I hope it's a blowout, because from what I see, I wear a shirt that says vote for, I wear a shirt. I got a shirt that says Trump for peace, because I think candidate, he delivered unprecedented global peace during his presidency.
Yes, didn't start any new wars.
All of a sudden, everything went to shit. The thing with Afghanistan was incredible. I don't know if you saw how he explained his negotiations with the Afghanistan leader, where he said to him, "I don't want anyone touched, and I don't want any of our troops touched." And he showed him. He said, "Here's a picture of your house. If you fuck with anyone, I'm going to drop a bomb."
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and no one was touched. And then another guy got in there, and it went to hell over there. The situation in Russia and Ukraine, millions of people are dying because of what's going on. So yeah, I got a shirt that says Trump for peace, because I think Trump's the guy that's going to deliver peace. I get high fives and handshakes all over the place. Nobody's ever said a mean thing to me. It's only been positivity whenever I wear anything pro-Trump. So hopefully it's a blowout, and the country unifies and we fix all this crap that's going on. But I don't see how it's not a blowout when you got Elon, Zuckerberg, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent. They're like, oh, who's the one they got? Taylor Swift. But she was always on that side. Yeah. It doesn't matter. She's already there. Snoop Dogg.
Fans are retards. So yeah.
They were. I've never even heard any of her music, but is she good?
She's not great. She sucks. Does Sticker Mule have any pro-Trump Velcro patches for hats and tactical gear?
Not yet. No, we don't. Well, we got the stores platform, so we don't have Velcro patches yet. Period. We are. If you go to stores, you can find some cool Trump stuff. And we support everyone.
Awesome. Anthony, I'm such a fan of you. I literally want to put in a sticker order right now. I want to make. Right. I want to make Chrissie Mayr podcast stickers. I'm really.
Yeah, well, we got to store Chrissie Mayr store. We need that on Sticker Mule.
I want to make a Chrissie Mayr store.
Yeah, and we'll talk. You want to talk, offline, and we can get you set up with that. And that'd be really cool.
I want to make retard passes, the whole everything.
Yeah.
Anthony, where can people follow you, and how can people support Sticker Mule?
I barely use social, but I would say check us out, AC132. Check us out at Sticker Mule, both on X. That's my favorite platform. And also, we're starting a thing called Sticker Mule After Dark, where you can talk to me and some other people at Sticker Mule on X Spaces, usually at like 9 or 10 o'clock. I'm going to it's a fun time. So check us out on X at Sticker Mule at AC132, and come join our spaces when we do them. They're pretty fun.
Awesome. Anthony, thank you so much for coming on. What a delight it was to talk to you. Everybody follow Anthony. And stay tuned for the Chrissie Mayr sticker store. Thank you for the questions and comments, everybody in the chat, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye. Oh, wait, we got one more chat. Woo! From Dragonheart. What's a good sticker type or quality for the car window if you don't want it to fade and to look nice?
We got clings. We got static clings you can put on there. You can put regular stickers, but they're going to stay forever. Our stickers don't fade, so any of the stickers, as long as you're prepared for it to stay on forever, is good. But yeah, and anything, you got to design something that looks nice too, right? That's on your end. But anything you want. But I just want to say, Chrissy, thanks for having me. I thought it was going to be fun, and it's probably more fun than I expected. So thanks for having me.
You made it fun. I just sat here. You did all the work. Thank you so much, Anthony. And we'll definitely be in touch. Thank you to the chat.